A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the
new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the fifth-year dual threat and former number 1 pick in 2019, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
On second down, Cook takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. To throw, it's Murray. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return is Callaway. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards.
The return was for 7, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by someone who needs less introduction than any player in the league. A Super Bowl champion, the league's most valuable player for a second time.
Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win.
But a nice job there seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And now they're in prime position, 1st and goal after the interception and return.
They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the turnover, here's Murray. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Moss will score. Touchdown, Miami. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0? like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear. Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Evans here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 28. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 16. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. There's Evans again, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
McCann's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Returnable here for Callaway. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down from Evans, still one of the most dependable receivers in the NFL. 9 seasons, all above 1,000 yards, and he's climbing career leaderboards. Already in the top 50 in yards, top 30 in touchdowns.
Gibbs straight ahead. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Mahomes. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Evans. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Miami set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On second down, here's Murray. Got his man, Dell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Play fake. Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience, because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes, because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Throwing now is Murray. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 43-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
That's complete to Dell.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable, usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Mahomes' throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes.
Delivering a pass here to Evans on the out route.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
This would be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
Read option. This is Gibbs.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
A quarterback draw. Here's Mahomes.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on third down as a real key down in any drive, any situation, and they took full advantage of third down there and made a play.
For the field goal, a 41-yard attempt.
McCann's kick up and good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Murray's throw on target to James.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the 1st down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Mahomes again.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
McCann's kick is good.
And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Miami's offense set and ready to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And his throw is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to break.
There he goes, right side.
Across midfield. He's on his way.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Kyler Murray,
76 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Callaway, the return man.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now here's Mahomes. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown. Allen Lazard. As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A two-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before half from Murray. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And
Underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chargers getting ready to go.
Mahomes now on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. 23 yards the pickup there.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Mahomes now on first down. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
To throw, it's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Now Murray says, hang on here. He'll step back and call a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
In motion right, that's Dell. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Up the middle, it's Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Throwing now is Murray. Under pressure, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Now Callaway on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. Oh, what a move. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 84 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a 1st down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by London. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On the give, here's Gibbs. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Murray. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. Fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out.
So a 6-carry drive the last go-around, touchdown on the end of it. We'll see if they can duplicate that here.
I think that they would like to. I know every runner that we've ever met would love to carry the ball more and more and more. In fact, we keep a ball in the booth just for demonstration purposes.
You're holding it right now.
I'm going to give it to you. Is it heavy? Is it that heavy?
No, it's pretty light.
It's pretty light, right? So keep giving it to him and let him do his work. It's not going to slow him down.
If it's light for me, it's definitely light for him.
Mahomes.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Counter play. Here's Gibbs.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Drake London.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chargers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Here's Gibbs. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That stop made by Jack Campbell. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
At the Dolphins' 37-yard line.
Now they'll run it with Gibbs. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Chargers on 3rd down. Now they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Gibbs. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. 133 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Hitting London coming across the field. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Miami set to take over. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete there to Thomas. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Murray to air it out again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun now for Murray. Short throw there, caught by Thomas.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he will have a Dolphins first down, as he'll wind up getting close to 10 yards there. They only needed 1 on 4th and 1.
And the Dolphin first down.
Murray going to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
McCann now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Darius Davis on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one, maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. If they've stopped them 2 out of 3 times, usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
Now run by Gibbs.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4.
140 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Allen Lazard, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, CD, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Returnable here for Davis.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Dolphins offense returning to the field. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but look.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray.
Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Here's Murray.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 16.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Dolphins.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
He was brought down by Foyesade Oluwakin.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Here's Murray.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Murray now. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Murray now to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Now, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but, yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
Yeah, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
The city always a little extra excitement for week 1. One of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Going to be back in the booth with you, my friend. And it's going to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to